So the reason you don't want to force kids to say sorry is because it teaches them to distrust their own feelings. If your child hurts another child and you immediately jump to say sorry, they haven't even had the chance to process what they're sorry about and if they're sorry. Of course, saying sorry is a really important thing for them to learn how to do. Socially, kids need to know how to take responsibility and say sorry if they hurt someone or do something wrong. My daughter is almost 3, and I do not jump to say sorry or punishing her. If someone's gotten hurt or something like that, the first priority is making sure that that child is okay and then calming everyone down. Once the emotions are not quite as tense, then I'm going to point out, what happened. So if it is my daughter with her little sister, I might say something like, Noelle was crying. How do you think she felt when you pushed her? And usually my daughter says something along the lines of, she felt sad. Even at this point, I'm not going to tell her, okay, now say sorry. I'm going to reinforce that she is a nice, kind girl. I'm going to say, you are such a sweet girl usually. I know you don't like to hurt people or hurt your sister. Noelle's still feeling sad. What can you do to make her feel better? I want her to know that being sorry doesn't just mean saying the word. It means actually trying to make the person feel better, understand their emotions, and heal, repair. Then I will give some suggestions. We've been doing this long enough that she also gives some suggestions. So I say, maybe you could give her a hug. Maybe you could check on her. Maybe you could give her a kiss. And then I will suggest saying sorry. It is not forced. I'll say something like, I am sure she'll feel better if you go tell her sorry and maybe bring her a special toy that she likes. Everything is always her choice because I want her to learn to trust her own feelings, and forced apologizing, like a lot of our parents or grandparents did, creates adults who hate apologizing and taking responsibility. Because they had to do it when they didn't feel like they were responsible or didn't feel like they felt bad, they don't trust those feelings. And even when another person deserves an apology from them, they don't want to give it. Because I don't force her, my daughter is really quick to say sorry if she hurts her sister or hurts one of her friends. And she doesn't just say sorry. She shows it with her actions. I want her to learn how to be truly empathetic and not just go through the motions of what is socially expected of her. I started this really young with my first daughter. As soon as she was saying any kind of words, I was talking to her about her feelings, about empathy, and it's really paid off so far. I am trying to raise kids that are way more emotionally intelligent than I am, and I am really excited to see what the next generation is like.